All right, time for another Fibble. This is the game that's just like Wordle, but on every row, one of the clues is a lie. They're starting us with equal. Now, the Q being green, I feel like I don't know that these are hand-picked necessarily, but I feel like this was picked this way just to mess with me because I always I don't actually think that's true, but I always like to assume the greens and yellows are true at first and then have one of the grays be a lie since I play in hard mode. But in order for us to have the Q be true, we'd also have to have the U. I mean, basically. And then if we wanted to, and then that's the lie is the U, which is fine, but then the A has to be true, so then the A has to be first or last. And AQU, what? I don't know that works without having another A after the U. So I kind of feel like I can't have the Q be, I think the Q has to be the lie, which is fine. So basically all we can do is use the A somewhere. The A would then have to be true. We can't use an E, U, or L. Although the good thing about this is, now I'm looking at this as in it's hard to repeat letters to find contradictions, but the good thing is if we know this is the lie, probably, then the rest have to be true, right? And in fact, we can pretty confidently say either the Q is a lie or the U is a lie. So I think these others are true. I actually think the U is probably true as well. So I guess in some ways it's probably a good thing. We can't repeat as many letters to look for contradictions, but okay, so we need to use an A somewhere else. Other than that, we can do, I mean, train seems pretty good. I like that as, okay. That was very good, because only one of those can be a lie. Okay, so at this point, let's assume the Q was true, briefly, right? Just briefly, so the R would have to be the lie. Everything else would have to be true. You'd have QA, so you don't have a U, and then you've got to have I, N, and T. One of them has to be at the beginning. No, not a chance. Not a chance. This is the lie. This is true. Okay, so now the question becomes, what do we do? So if the T, I, or N is a lie because it's supposed to be green, right? We can assume that. We can not assume that, but we can sort of work off of that assumption briefly. So if we do that, then the other two have to be true. Right? If the T is the lie, then the I and the N have to be true. So they would just have to swap places. So that's not going to work. If you do, if you say the I needs to be there, then it would be NRAIT. That's not going to work. If we swap the N, no, the I and the T, it would be IRATN. It's not going to work. So whichever one of those, if one of the yellows is a lie, it's because it's supposed to be gray. That's what I'm saying. So if we take out the T, the I and the N are still true. And that's the thing. Two of those three yellows have to be true. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking RANT. That's what I'm thinking. Something like Grant. There we go. All right. Got it in two. Very nice. Cool. Well, I mean, I thought the Q was going to be a problem, but I guess it worked out because train got us a ton of information. I don't know. I guess maybe I just got lucky with that second guess. There's a lot of words we could have done instead of train, but I kind of tend to do store and train, and there's kind of just a handful of words that I like to do when I can, and that's one of them. So worked out well for me today. So anyways, if you're, let me know how your solve went. If your name is Grant, let me know how you felt, being the answer to the puzzle. And all other things being equal, how your solve went, I guess. And if you solved on a train, let me know too. I'd like to hear that. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more.